Once there was a pumpkin. It was large. It was very large. The farmer was proud of his very large pumpkin. He was so proud of that pumpkin that sometimes he talked to it.
Okay, grow.
And that's just what the pumpkin did. It grew and it grew and it grew and it grew. Before long, it was time to pull that pumpkin off the vine, but the farmer could not pull it off. The farmer pulled and pulled. He could not pull it off. Now the farmer had a wife named Belle. So Belle came running. Belle was big and strong, but she could not pull that stubborn pumpkin off the vine. So the farmer pulled the pumpkin, and his wife pulled the farmer. Together they pulled and pulled, but they could not pull that stubborn pumpkin off the vine. Now the farmer and his wife, Belle, had a daughter named Nell, and Nell was big and strong. So Nell came running. Nell pulled and pulled, but she could not pull that stubborn pumpkin off the vine. So the farmer pulled the pumpkin, and his wife pulled the farmer, and Nell pulled her mother, and together they pulled and pulled, but they could not pull that stubborn pumpkin off the vine. Now the farmer and his wife Belle and their daughter Nell had a cow named Fifi. Fifi was big and strong. So Fifi came running. Fifi pulled and pulled, but he could not pull that stubborn pumpkin off the vine. So the farmer pulled the pumpkin, and his wife pulled the farmer, and Nell pulled her mother, and the cow pulled the daughter, and together they pulled and pulled, but they could not pull that stubborn pumpkin off the vine. Now the farmer and his wife Belle and their daughter Nell and their cow Fifi. Had a dog named Pup, and Pup was big and strong. So Pup came running. Pup pulled and pulled, but he could not pull that stubborn pumpkin off the vine. So the farmer pulled the pumpkin, and his wife pulled the farmer, and Nell pulled her mother, and the cow pulled the daughter, and the dog pulled the cow, and together they pulled and pulled, but still they could not pull that stubborn pumpkin off the vine. Now the farmer and his wife Belle and their daughter Nell and their cow Fifi and their dog Pup had a cat named Mop, and Mop was big and strong. So Mop came running. Mop pulled and pulled, but he could not pull that stubborn pumpkin off the vine. So the farmer pulled the pumpkin, and his wife pulled the farmer, and Nell pulled her mother, and the cow pulled the daughter, and the dog pulled the cow, and the cat pulled the dog, and together they pulled and pulled and pulled, but they could not pull that stubborn pumpkin off the vine. Now the farmer and his wife Belle and their daughter Nell and their cow Fifi and their dog Pup and their cat Mop Then he pulled and pulled again. Then he fell over, huffing and puffing. So the farmer pulled the pumpkin, and his wife pulled the farmer, and Nell pulled her mother, and the cow pulled the daughter, and the dog pulled the cow, and the cat pulled the dog, and the mouse pulled the cat, and together they pulled and pulled and pulled. Then they pulled and pulled again, and they did not give up until that stubborn pumpkin hopped off the vine. The farmer fell over, huffing and puffing, with the pumpkin in his arms, and his wife fell over with the farmer in her arms, and the daughter fell over with her mother in her arms, and the cow fell over, and the dog fell over, and the cat fell over, and the mouse fell over again. And then they all stood up.